Alright, what's going on YouTube, man? Welcome back to another video with TC, man. Look, now if you are a new supporter, man, please stay tuned for the full duration of the video so you can see whether or not you want to, stay and subscribe and join the family. Now, when you join this family, you got to understand it is all about accountability and growing as a man. You get what I'm saying? For the ladies too, I'm here to help y'all grow too. So without further ado, I'm gonna get right into the video. So look, in today's video, the topic of discussion today is, drum roll please, you seen the thumbnail, you seen the title. The topic of discussion today is going to be for the fellas. So look, fellas, I'm gonna get right into it. When you are in love, excuse me, miss. When you are in love, as a man, if you're not on your purpose, it can tend to make you weaker. Now, if you're wondering, TC, how can being in love make me weaker? Look around the world and look at the men who have fallen victim, doing things like, getting overly emotional, killing another man behind a woman. And I reference these things a lot because these are things that I find that need to be changed within the community. And out of all things, this is one thing that obviously man can't control. So the reason why I say that being in love can make you weaker sometimes as a man is because a lot of times, right, we realize that when a man gets to a point where he's in love, he starts to lose sight of his purpose. He starts to lose sight of bigger things. And before you say, not me, every man has fell victim to this at least once. See, I'm not somebody who would just get on here and talk. A lot of things that I talk about, I have fell victim to and experienced myself. I ain't gonna say I've been in love, but I've loved somebody to the point where I've not lost sight of my purpose, because I've always been in the gym and focused up, but you kind of do less. You know that time when your girl call you and you be ready to do like 45 minutes on the Stairmaster or something, or a 45-minute workout, and then your girl call you and you be like, I'm gonna do 25 today. You losing sight. You losing sight of the vision. You focus on her. Being in love makes some men lose themselves, period. You get comfortable. And that's why I say, and that's why I said in society, sometimes heartbreak can be the best time for a man. And this is not saying, okay, every man needs to go through a villain arc, but every man needs to go through a refocusing time in his life. A time where he can say, listen, playtime is over. You know that song by Yo Gotti would say, playtime over. This is the big league. You in the big leagues now. There is no time as a man for you to be sacrificing all of your time to a woman. Giving myself as an example. Let me tell you, right? I'm going to give you an example. And you might have an experience in this. You might not. I was in a situation, right? I was in a relationship before where I look back at pictures of myself in that relationship and pictures of me now. And I don't even, a lot of people say, I don't recognize that person. Bro, I look back and I don't like who I was physically. And this is when I was in the gym every day. It's like relationships get you to a level of comfort where you always are like, I have somebody there. I have somebody there. You know what I'm saying? I have somebody there that I don't have to, my bad, y'all. I have somebody there. I have a certain level of comfort to the point where I don't feel like I have to do, the extra steps to become a better man. And this is a situation that I feel like a lot of men go through, and they don't realize it until it's too late. They don't realize it until their wives are leaving them. They don't realize it until they get to a situation where they look back and they're crying, about, why is my wife leaving me? But your wife is leaving you because you lost yourself. Now, am I saying, your wife should leave you because you lost yourself? No, because, right, we're here through thick and thin. But had you not fell in love, let me not say it like that, because I feel like you can be in love. It can be healthy to be in love. But had you not got attached, you wouldn't have been in that situation. Now, being attached, that's a whole different ball game. That makes you weak too. But love and attachment go hand in hand. When you're attached, what do you do as a man? What do you typically do as a man when you're attached? I made a video on this. This was probably one of my first couple of videos. When you're attached, I made that video talking out of experience because I realized that most men, just off of a fair assessment of social media and the dynamics of how relationships have gone over the last couple of years and what they're evolving into, I came to a point where I realized that, okay, most men, when they get in a relationship and they allow themselves to get attached to a woman, they begin to do things that kind of backfire on them. And this is why women become less attracted to them over the duration of the relationship. Now, when you become attached, what do? You begin to argue with her. You begin to, who you texting, what you doing, where you going, who you meeting up with. You begin to do all of those things. And in the beginning, you weren't doing any of that. And that's why she was attracted to you, because you seemed different than what she was used to. See, women are used to all men doing things like that when they get attached. But a man on his purpose doesn't have time to see what you're doing, who you with, where you going, how you moving. A man doesn't have time for that. A man on his purpose doesn't have time to say, oh, you going out with your whole friends, or you wearing this, or you wearing that. Now, at a certain point in your life, you're going to realize that women place themselves in categories in your life, and you don't have to really tell her what or what not to do based off her actions. You just have to put her in a certain category of your life. Now, if a woman doesn't line up, now if you're looking for a wife, right, and a woman's actions don't align with wife, she's recreational use only. Now, this is not something that you have to tell her. This is how you have to, revert your actions, and eventually she'll fall in line and notice that, okay, this man is not taking me serious as a wife. Maybe I need to change my actions. But if she doesn't, you can keep her as recreational use. Does that make sense? But what a lot of guys do, right? This toxic love has become something that is promoted in society. Now, I don't care what women say they like and what they want. Even if this gets them aroused, you shouldn't be moving as that, because the only thing a man needs to be toxic with is his passion and his purpose. Toxic love that. Argue with your purpose. Ask yourself, why am I not where I want to be? Ask yourself, where are your goals going? Why are you wearing what you got on as a man? Because you're not focused on your purpose. You're focused on a woman. That's what you need to be asking. What's your purpose texting? Who are you texting in your phone? That's not your purpose. That's what you need to be asking yourself, rather than being attached to a woman, because being attached is going to make you weak as a man. Being in love is going to make you weaker as a man. And this is not to say for any woman watching that, a man shouldn't be in love, but a man should also, it should be a balance. You really should not get super attached to a woman, because when you get attached to a woman, it's also games that they begin to play with you. And this is why they say when you get married, the woman begins to lose attraction. Because why do you think that she does that? Because she's at a point where she realizes, I know this man will do anything for me. Especially now in the times that we're in one of the times where most women understand that men are shying away from marriage because of the risk, because of everything. So whether they gaslight you or whether they say, oh, I still want to get married and do this, by the time you do that, they're more so looking at it like, man, this man will do anything for me, man. I got him to marry me. They're not looking at it like the love of my life, because most women look at marriage as a business. So when you're attached and you get married, they finally say that they got you in the bag. They start to lose that attraction because they were not able to get any other man to do that. So they see this as a game. Most women, I'm not saying all, because there are some women with genuine intentions in the world that move with genuine and pure hearts. But that's not the accurate assessment for a lot of these women in this generation. Let's be honest. Let's keep it hot. You know what I'm saying? So the main message that I want to get men to grasp out of this whole video that I'm making is, you would rather thank yourself for focusing more on your purpose than being attached to a woman. Being attached to a woman is all fine and dandy, but eventually it's going to backfire on you. Eventually it will put you in a situation where you're forced to make decisions that you don't want to make. Eventually it'll put you in a situation where you can be cheated on. Now, I would never tell you to treat a woman bad, but I will tell you, sometimes and most times, attachments lead to negative situations for men, and they lose themselves. They lose sight of what they really want in life, and they get comfortable. Let's be honest. The last thing I'm going to explain is, we as men, I always say this, understand that having a woman that you know is going to be there for you comes with a certain level of comfort. You obviously don't have the drive and the will. You begin to lose that drive to kind of become a better man. You begin to lose that drive to lose the weight, shed the pounds. You hear so many men say it when they're cheating. Well, my girl gonna be there. I got my girl. But what you gonna do when your girl not there? When she cheats, when she finally decides, hey man, this man is not turning into the man that I thought he was gonna be, because guess what? You got attached and you lost sight of your purpose. What you gonna do then? Stay focused on your purpose. Stay focused on yourself. Stay focused on becoming a better man at all times, and use the woman as a byproduct of your success, because the women are gonna come and go. Your purpose is always gonna be there. So always pour into yourself. Don't get too attached. Don't be out here falling in love, especially with women who are temporary, and continue to be great. But that's the end of this video, man. Make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you know my next video dropping on the channel. We are on the road to 10K subscribers. We are almost at 3K. So if you like what you're hearing, you feel like what you're hearing can motivate you to become a better person in life, please click that subscribe button and join the family. But as y'all know, we're going to be out, man.